and that's literally my favorite part from the book so far. This book really surprised me. I'm currently in a reading slump, and at the beginning of the month I shared with you all my March TBR, and it was by my Instagram followers choosing my March reads blindly through emojis, and these were the books that got chosen. And right after I finished Crown of Midnight, I fell into a reading slump. I actually love this. I'm gonna get more into my March wrap up if I make one, because I've read literally 2 books this whole month, so maybe this should be like my March wrap up vlogging style. So I rated this a 4.5. I loved it. I loved the ending especially. It was so good. And after this, I've only read The Arc Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I gave that 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I still love Yours Truly way more, but it was a cute palette cleanser and it was a fun read, and I really love how Abby built her characters who also go through something deep in their lives. Now I am in a mission to get out of this reading slump, which I hate, because I was so excited to read every single book in my March TBR. It's currently March 19 and I've only read those 2 books, and I still have these books plus some books from my Kindle that I wanted to read. So I'm currently reading Kiss the Sky by Kristen Becker-Ritchie, the 4th book in the Addicted Calloway series. So this one is about Rose and Connor, and I'm buddy reading this, so that's literally my whole motivation to keep pushing through and reading this book. I still am really excited because Rose and Connor I feel like are gonna be my favorite from the Addicted universe. So I'm only like 10% into the books, so this is gonna be basically a reading vlog of me trying to complete my March TBR in like 10 days. Hey guys, so long time no update. Today is March 22nd, I believe. I don't even know. I think, yeah, no, March 21. And I'm currently 35% through Kiss the Sky, and so far it's good, but I'm not obsessed yet. So I'm buddy reading this with a friend, and I think I'm gonna pause this because I'm gonna let her catch up, because I want us to be kind of in the same like part of the book. So I'm gonna pause this because I believe she's in like chapter 5 or 4, I think. I don't know. I'm on 16, so I'm gonna pause this because I also want to pick back up Bride. When I received the arc for Just for the Summer, that was my last read, I paused this because I was kind of slumpy and I was not feeling this book so much, and I know that I was gonna love it, so I didn't want my reading slump to ruin this book for me. So I'm gonna pick it back up because this last day, since I've been reading on my Kindle all the time, I've been craving a physical copy. So I'm gonna start Bride. I'm gonna pick it back up. I left it on page 22, so literally in the beginning. So I'm gonna pick this, which is also in this month's TBR. This is a werewolf and vampire arranged marriage. I already met the girl, and I think it begins them getting married, but we go back to the past where she is talking with her father about what's happening. He's telling her about the arranged marriage that's gonna happen between them, so whatever. Literally just this. So I'm gonna go lay here in bed. It's raining, so the perfect reading weather, and I'm gonna read a bit of Bride by Alice Wood. I am on chapter 4 and now I'm invested in the book because I just read something that basically explained to me what this book is about. Because her father, this is not a spoiler, it's basically in the back and in the first chapters, but her father told her to marry this where I don't know, whatever. And it's for an alliance between the vampires, the vampires and the wares, and you know, politics thingies. And she at first, she was like, no, don't count with me. But then when he told her, like her father told her his name, the ware's name, the Alpha, she was like, okay, I'll do it, but it is for her own reasons. And I read something that explains kind of her reasons. I'm really interested. I played the second chapter in audio form and I really liked it. So I'm gonna hybrid with this, like sometimes the audio form, sometimes the physical copy. So that's my current update. I'm gonna keep reading because the weather is perfect right now. Reading update. Today is Friday the 22nd and I'm still reading Bride. I am currently on page 172. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it right now, and it doesn't have as much romance as I thought it was gonna have. It's been more like following the plot. I don't know how to say it without like spoiling something. This book has something that I love. Literally my favorite part of the book is this little like the book is in Mystery's point of view. Mystery is the vampire, the girl. The werewolf is the guy. His name is Lo, and every chapter starts with this little thingy and it's like from his point of view, and that's literally my favorite part from the book so far. I love every time like I start a new chapter and I get a little glimpse of his mind or what he's thinking. Also, there's something about like male main characters that are really like tough, you could say, but they have like a soft side. They're like a softie for their like younger sibling. I love it. They're so cute. And he has like a younger sister. She's like 5-6 years old, and he's so cute with her because he like takes care of her. Wow, I love him. I love him. And yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna continue to read this one because Kiss the Sky is in this month's TBR, but I am enjoying it, but I don't like the relationship between Reich and Daisy. I feel like I haven't reached their book, but yesterday I was being kind of uncomfortable with their like interactions, so I decided to look for their books reviews, and I went to some of the reviews and a lot of them were like, oh, like Reich is a creep, like he groomed her. And I'm like, right? Like, why is nobody talking about that? I mean, because all the reviews I see, everybody's obsessed with Reich and their relationship, and I'm like, hold up. But yeah, I haven't reached his book, but I feel like in Rose and Connor's books, like they are kind of like ignoring it or like excusing it. Like the only person that knows that is like wrong is Lo, but we're not his POV anymore. Anyway, I'm like 30-something% with that one, but I want to finish this one today. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm really liking it, and that's the update so far. Also, I went today to the bookstore and I read for a bit, took some cute little pictures that I think that tomorrow I'm gonna upload on my Bookstagram, and I bought 2 books. I finished Bride last night. I think I'm gonna give this like 4 stars probably. I really liked it. I think that this cured my reading slump. I'm so excited to keep reading now. I loved mostly that it isn't like your typical vampire and werewolf, like all those different stereotypes, you could say, that werewolves or vampires have in every movie or every other book. Like, it's not the same. Like, I feel like she was very unique and different, so I really like that. I also liked like the plot line we were following, especially towards the end. I think it was really fun and I liked the outcome. And the spice, tell me why I found it hot. Anyway, I am giving this a 4 stars, and the only reason I'm not giving it a higher rating is because I feel like I wish it had more romance. It was more concentrated on like their mission that they were trying to figure out, that it didn't have that much romance. So yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, I really recommend this one. Now we're on to our next book in our March TBR. So I am between The Assassin's Blade, Powerless, or Magnolia Park's A Long Way Home. long time no update. Today's March 29, so we only have 2 days left to finish my TBR, which is not gonna happen, but let's continue. I have literally this much left from the Assassin's Blade. This book really surprised me, so I'm gonna finish and give you my final review and rating once I finish this. But this book really surprised me, so yeah, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm now all done with the Assassin's Blade, and I don't know yet what I'm gonna give it. It's more than a 4, it's like a 4 stars or more. I really enjoyed it. So this book is basically a bunch, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 5 novellas, and it goes like before like Throne of Glass, in the sense that it's in the past, or like a prequel. So it has the assassin and the pirate lord, the assassin and the healer, the assassin and the desert, the assassin and the underworld, and the assassin and the empire. I loved the assassin and the underworld and the assassin and the desert. Those 2 I think were my like favorites. The assassin and the empire broke my heart, but yeah, I really like these novellas. I was not expecting to like them as much as I did, and I found out like the reason why one of her quotes is really famous, where that came from, and now I cannot read that and be okay. I loved it. I'm battling the urge to go straight into Heir of Fire, but I think I'm gonna leave that for April. However, I love this. I don't know how much to get into it, like review wise, because I don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't read this series, but a character from here, you know, I got so attached to that character. I really like that character. And yeah, the little like story, like every novella I found so like entertaining in some way. I really like it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil this series. And yeah, this is definitely maybe a 4.25. There were some novellas like the one with the healer. I was not bored, but didn't like it that much. But the last 3, loved them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be like a 4.25. So now I'm gonna choose my next read to try in 2 days finish my TBR. I think I am going to continue Kiss the Sky and try and finish that, so I can at least finish 3 books from my physical TBR. Tomorrow I'm going to the beach and I'm gonna stay there with my family until Sunday, so I think that is gonna be like my beach read. Just Kiss the Sky, because I'm already into the book and I'm already like halfway, and I don't have to be like starting a new book. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you exactly where I'm at in Kiss the Sky. Yes, I'm currently 45% into the book on chapter 21. So I finished, like I left it in the middle of a chapter. I don't know if this triggers you, because I know some people cannot finish, like leave the book in the middle of the chapter and have to finish the chapter. I'm like both. Sometimes middle of the chapter it is. So I'm gonna pick this back up and read until I fall asleep, and I'll give you updates tomorrow and Sunday. Hey guys, currently is April 2nd, which that means March is over, meaning that I failed reading my March TBR. I knew that this was gonna happen because I was in a reading slump and I only had like 10 days to finish all of my TBR. So I'm just gonna go through all the books I read this month. I only read 4 books. 3 of them were in my TBR. One of them was an ARC that I received mid-March. So that actually comes out today. Today is April 2nd and it's Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I read that and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I still stand by Yours Truly being my favorite book by Abby, but this one was really cute. I didn't know that it was connected to the Part of Your World series, and the way it's connected, that little plot twist, blew my mind. I really love how Abby Jimenez always makes her characters have some sort of trauma or something that they're dealing with. Both characters had that, and I really loved how she portrayed it and how like everything unfolds and how the characters dealt with everything. I also really liked, it was kind of like an insta-lovey social media meet cute type of book. They meet because he posts a Reddit post and she sees it and she comments on it, and they start like talking, and they decide to fake date because they say that they are both date someone and they break up with them or vice versa, and then that person finds their soulmate. So they say, let's fake date so we can break up, and then we both can potentially meet our soulmate after. And she's a nurse, she travels all the time, so finds a hospital where she wants to go and travel that like weeks. She stays there, and then she keeps moving, and she decides and convinces her best friend, which is also like her sister, to go to where he lives so they can make that happen. And it was really cute. I loved Justin. Justin was his name? Yeah, Justin. Yeah. I love Justin. He is top tier book boyfriend. He's so sweet. He's a golden retriever. He's literally the cutest, and the things he does for her, love it. So yeah, I gave that book 4 stars. I really recommend it. It's perfect literally for the summer, just a palate cleanser type of book. Then I also read Crown of Midnight and The Assassin's Blade. I didn't vlog this one because this was my first read of March. Loved it. That ending blew my mind. I didn't see that coming at all. How? I don't know, but it was amazing, and I'm so invested in the series now. I gave this one a 4.5 stars, and then The Assassin's Blade, loved it. And I love more that I read this third because I already had like a connection and liked and had like an affection towards the female main character, and just seeing what happened to brought her to what we start in Throne of Glass broke my heart. And this one divides in novellas, and my favorite novella was the 3rd and the 4th, but the 5th broke my heart. And if you know that she is known for she has like a famous quote. Now that I know how she got it, I cannot read that without tearing up. I love this one. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.25 stars because I don't know, but I really liked it. Every novella was amazing. The only novella I didn't like was like the 2nd. It was not like I didn't like it, it was kind of boring. But then others, amazing. I was not expecting to love this as much as I did. So now I want to air Fire, which is gonna be read in April, hands down, and I am so excited. I also read in this vlog Bride by Ali. I'm gonna give her 4 stars. I'm gonna stand by 4 stars. It was such a fun read, and I've never read anything in the Omegaverse, and now I'm interested in reading more. So yeah, don't know about this. It's Measure of Convenience, werewolf, vampire, and super fun. The only reason I didn't give this a higher rating was because I wanted more romance. I felt like the same with The Checkmate by Ali. I felt like it was more concentrated, that one in chess, and this was more concentrated in what they were trying to find out, what they were trying to like accomplish, and the romance was not that like. So yeah, the only thing that I wanted more of was romance. The other like aspects, chef's kiss. So these were the 4 books I read in March. I hope that April treats me better. I hope that I can read more in April. I hope that I can accomplish at least 50% of my TBR from April, because I'm so excited to read so many books that I have like eyed recently. So yeah, these were the books I read. Reading slump or not, these were amazing books. So I recommend to you all 4 books from my March reading month. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.